And hi, welcome in to another Luca and T chatting tea with your hosts. I'm the Luca.
And I'm the other brain cell to this idiotic trio. Is trio two? Is trio T?
Trio is three.
Duo!
Okay.
Duo!
Trio is... As you can see, the brain cells are brain celling. We have literally spent like about 40 minutes, I feel like, just trying to do things. And our brains have both just gone, you're on your fucking own, and left.
Oh my god.
Fucking Jesus Christ. We're doing so good. We're doing so good today.
Luca, what are we doing today?
Today we are doing what ifs. What if ifs and buts were coconuts? So today we've got some questions for each other of what ifs, and we're going to try and answer them as stupidly as possible.
Yeah, well, I haven't written anything down.
God.
Apparently you have. I haven't. I've just got the internet telling me what to say.
Well, I say written down. They're up here.
So they're gone then.
If we do this quickly, then no. Short-term memory, guys. Short-term memory is great. It is great. So this is just a video of us just fucking around, basically. As you can tell by T's grandma dancing. It looked like you had a Zimmer frame. You was like, what was that? You look like you had a Zimmer frame. You look like an old woman at a rave in her 90s.
I'll be doing the skank fingers. I'm like, play Sandstorm.
Oh my Jesus. I just feel like T's just gonna have a Zimmer frame, just lifting it up like this.
Mate, I can barely lift my arms as it is without excruciating pain. I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Disability's fun.
What if you was on a T? What if you was an old woman at a rave?
If I was an old woman at a rave, I'd have one of those mobility scooters, but I'd have it pimped to the fuck. It will be blinged out. It will be like completely rhinestoned. I'd have it black, but with like flames. I would have a horn to go, and then I'd have like a recording just to go, fuck off, fuck off. And I'd also have like a megaphone as well. And a bubble machine attached to it and smoke coming out. And I'd make my entrance like I was like going into the boxing ring.
Oh, the really bad thing is, I can see you doing that.
You can see
and
it.
I can literally just, I can see like on the handles, you've got like these tassels coming out of it.
Yeah.
You've
and
got
then I'd
like,
put it up and it's actually a whip.
I just imagined you just like in this full pack raved old woman on a mobility scooter pulling out a whip and just going, move out of the way.
Yeah.
With like 6 hunky men just walking beside you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, but like, is there an anal option for that?
I don't know. I just
I think I've broken him.
don't know anymore. I just happening today? What is going on? Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. To be fair, if I was in my 90s, I would probably do the same thing, but just do like a Lady Gaga entrance and just have this massive, like, gold and sparkly, like, chair, like, long, old-fashioned chair, me laying on it, like, fucking Cleopatra, and just being dragged in by, like, 7 muscular men, and one of them is, like, over the top of me, feeding me grapes.
Love that. Love that.
And just like it's just like a posh person going to a rave. Oh, I love this song. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, drop those beats.
Yeah, it's like, DJ, drop that skanky beat, yes.
What if chav people actually spoke
posh
like that?
What, chav spoke posh?
Like posh. Yeah.
In its blood.
Listen,
I must shank you up. Real good. Have you got a Henry? I'm going to go pick up Charlie.
Bro, come over to my gaff. We've got loads of shit.
Yes. Brup, Mand is getting it tonight.
You wouldn't be scared of them anymore, would you? You would just fucking like, fuck off. Yeah. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? Just piss off. Oh, God. Sorry about the cough. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Oh, God, I'm actually crying. I've been fucking crying my whole life. It's fine.
Another minute's fine.
Oh, God. Another minute's fine. It's so good. It's so good. You said you had a long list of questions, didn't you? What was the question? Yes,
I have put it to the internet, and I have a website with some questions. And the title is Fun and Wacky What If Questions.
Wacky what? Wacky what? Wacky inflatable arm tube man?
Wacky inflatable arm tube man. I got carried away then. Oh.
Make sure to take care of your elders, chat. Make sure to take care of your elders, because they're gonna need it.
Yeah. Fun and wacky what if questions.
Okay, hit me.
Okay, question number 1.
Uno, not a trio or anything, T. 1, Uno.
Question 1.
I would go.
Go on.
I was just going to say, I would call you a dumb bitch, but apparently we're both in the same boat right now.
We're a trio.
We are. We're a trio. We're more like a fucking triage in a minute.
So I've got bandages.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, God. No. So I've got the first question. Right. What if animals could talk? Which species would be the sassiest?
Do you know what? I'm gonna say koalas.
Oh my God, I was gonna
Please
say
tell me you were thinking the same.
She said that cute, but they'll be like the mean girls.
Fucking, they'll be the mean girls. They'll be like nails. Strutting. Yeah, and then they'll be like, look at that bitch over there. Where'd you get that from, your mother?
Oh my God, I love that skirt. Oh, nah.
Oh my God, thank you, it's finished. Love it, Mean Girls reference.
Yeah. They would be, because they're cute.
They would
be cute and sassy.
Yeah, exactly. Though, to be fair, peacocks as well.
Bitch! I was gonna say peacocks.
Oh, honestly, peacock.
Because of the feathers, they would like put the feathers. I'd be like, yes, like, they're like showgirls, like the burlesque dancers. If anyone was gonna throw pearls and push me down the stairs, it'd be a peacock.
It would be a peacock. It really would be a peacock. It really
It
fucking would. I like how we're both, again, we're fucking connected right now. Like, I really feel like something happened last night. Though, to be fair, last night I did have a weird dream, which is a little bit, yeah. Oh god, I should have said anything.
Yeah, I said that. But like, this was the only, because I found this website, this was the only question that both of us knew. So this is the only one that we actually had time to think of.
This is the only one. This is the only one we had time to think of. But
what's this dream?
God, it was so weird. I don't know what happened last night, but it was one of those moments where it was like I fell asleep, then woke up, but I don't know how long I fell asleep for. So it seemed like I'd fallen asleep for like 8 hours, but I like woke up and it was still nighttime, and I was like, oh,
okay, wow.
Okay. Went back to sleep, woke up in the morning, right? That was not when I had the weird dream. The weird dream, like I woke up, right? Realized the time. I was like, oh god, it's really bright out. Like, what is it? Like 9 o'clock? No, it was 6 a.m. and the sun was shining. I was like, did the clocks go back or forward last night or something?
Last week.
Last week. Okay, apparently my body just went, no, fuck you, bye. But like, I woke up and it was like 6 o'clock, right? I went back to sleep, and then this is when I had this weird dream, right? I don't remember a lot of it. I only got like vivid bits, but I don't know why. Okay. I was in like this mansion thing. I was like, well, it was a mansion. It wasn't a mansion thing. It was a mansion, right? I was like running around it, and then suddenly like I came out onto like a balcony, but it turned into a bouncy castle.
Brilliant.
And I was like on top of it, and then like I just started telling jokes through a mic, and everyone was liking it. But then I woke up because I told a bad joke and no one laughed, and then I woke up.
So at the time you tried to do stand-up at Confuzzled and it did not go well.
Shut up. We're not ever talking about that ever fucking again. Okay? We're never talking about that again.
It's because you didn't tell stories of me. Like, if you want funny material, just explain to them my life.
Oh god, I'm gonna do that. If they ever do a comedy thing, I'm gonna either do singing or fucking telling T's life. I've got a friend, right?
Yeah.
She whacked her tit and it deflated.
Not this friend.
Not this friend.
Well, you know, I randomly got called up on stage at a comedy night.
Yeah, and flopped.
No, I didn't actually. No. There's video evidence of people were laughing. The guy tried to heckle me. The guy tried to heckle me, and I was like, you don't know who you're messing with. He invited me to come up on stage. I took my coat off and went up. I was like, you don't know who you're messing with, bitch. Try to heckle me, bitch. I'm gonna heckle you. I'm gonna heckle you.
Oh god. Oh,
oh god. Should we do the next one?
We should do the next one. I've got another question that's just come into my head.
But do you want to say yours before you forget? Because short-term memory.
Okay then. Love it. So, if you was famous, what would it be because?
What would it be because? Because I'm just an actual twat.
Yeah, exactly. So you know how like you have all these people that like they do singing, dancing, and all of this. They just get their moment, as I like to call it, because like people go into like X Factor or like Britain's Got Talent and stuff like this, and like they do something, and like all of a sudden they're famous, right? But there are idiots out there. I'm gonna say that right now.
Yeah.
A lot of people like, especially on YouTube, I don't know why it is. A lot of people on YouTube or TikTok get famous because of stupid reasons, right? I want to know what you think yours would be.
What? my stupid moment that would get me famous, because let's put
if
it
you
frankly,
if it was
it probably would be something stupid that I said
it
or
would,
did,
it would.
or a reaction to something.
It would.
I'd probably say it would be a reaction to something that I'll probably get like a little bit gobsmacked, that my brain just completely like goes, what the fuck's happening? But then the ADHD just goes straight right in and says something really inappropriate and funny. And then I would then be shocked at what just come out of my mouth. Because that has happened.
It's just going in.
Because that's what would happen. Like, that's happened before. Like, I've clocked out, my ADHD's come in, it said something like really funny but really inappropriate, and I've been like, that just came out. I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry for that. That wasn't me, but it was me, but it wasn't. It's probably something like that. Look, to be honest.
It's not Tourette's, but it sometimes feels like it, because it's just suddenly like out of nowhere you just say something and you're like,
sometimes you stop yourself and you're like, oh, that would have been bad, and sometimes it just comes out and you're like, oh my god,
it's out. Oh
my god.
The thing is, a lot of people never really understand it, because I still get Felix sometimes. He will say things, right? Because like when was that confuzzled, I said something and he was just like, will you stop it? And I'm like, I'm not in control of it.
Yeah.
I don't have control. He's like, yes, you do. You have control. I was like, no, I don't. No, I don't. It's ADHD. We don't have control, okay? It's just...
there's only so much like we can catch with like the ADHD filters, but there's holes. There's big holes in them. It is literally
like trying to catch butterflies with a net, right? And it is literally, say you're standing there with a net and there's a hole that is your mouth, right? And there's these things coming towards you and you just got to swat. And then every now and then you'll miss and that butterfly goes out and you're like, oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. It's very difficult. Yeah. Like anyone in the comments, let us know. Like, have you had that moment happen to you? Like, you don't have to tell us what the moment was, but do you have moments like that? Do you ever have a moment where it's also one of the reasons why I started doing more, right? Because it's how more came. I knew I could do more. I just did it, and it was like,
oh.
I can do fucking more. Oh my god. Okay, fuck it. Okay. It's also how I can also do that guy from Jimmy Neutron, you know, Jimmy's.
They completely cut out then the mic.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. But yeah, no. So normally for me and T, it would just be like something. It would just be like, done.
Yeah.
It would
probably be because me and you just like completely forgetting that it's recording, that we're probably live. It'd probably go to a situation we just forget everybody else there. We go into our own bubble, then we realise, oh fuck, what we done. That would probably be it, to be honest.
I feel like it'll be like something like me and you in roller skates, wearing tutus and a thong and a bra, just going around a group of people, everyone finding it funny, and both me and you be like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Something like that. Not like we would do that. Well,
no. Everybody would just be kind of going, "What the fuck?" We're like, "Mate, we're completely normal. Fuck off."
True. Yeah. Or me and Jude doing the dance to Jingle Bell Rock in like the outfits from Mean Girls. That'll be something that we would do, right? In the exact latex outfits as well, slapping our thighs, kicking a radio on someone's head. That'll be two.
Yeah, that would be
kicking a radio on someone's head.
I'll probably end up on the floor and I'm like, you're gonna have to help me up. This is just stop for a sec, help me up.
She's just wiggling. No, leave me here, leave me. Yeah. Just us dragging.
Yeah. And then I'd probably just black out and then just say like random Drag Race quotes and probably just scream out, "Cover me in daddy sauce."
and that's how she got famous.
Oh.
Shit, like, do you remember like how like on Vine everyone got famous because they literally just did stupid
Yeah.
things, right? You had the person that there I was, barbecue sauce on my
Barbecue
titties.
sauce on my titties.
My titties. Literally, that will be T.
Yeah.
That will be T. T is basically the equivalent of Vine. She is Vine.
Mate, if I started on Vine, it would be a very different situation right now, I'm telling you that.
Oh fuck yeah, we both would have been. I didn't know until
it was over.
know about Vine until it was
Yeah.
fucking over. Like fuck yeah, yeah. Like I did watch a lot of Vines, but like it was like as soon I got Vine, and then like but it was like towards the end, and then I like, started watching some people, and I was like, haha, this is so funny. Then like one day gone. I was like, oh, okay. Okay. Oh god. What's your next question? What is your next question?
Okay, so the next one we've got on the list is, what if you woke up as a character in your favourite TV show? Who would you be? I asked my brain what's my favourite TV show, and literally all the little guys just threw the papers in the air, everything's on fire, and they're just running around helpless.
I'm getting that now. Just literally like
put on the spot and it's just flailing.
See, Doctor Who is one of my favourites, but the thing is a shocker who. Then there's Nightmare Before Christmas, but then I also realised me and T haven't matched today, which is actually surprising that we didn't match today.
I don't have any Nightmare Before Christmas stuff. Like t-shirts.
Well, you should.
I know.
But like, it's just like, who would I be in Doctor Who? It would be really weird. Like, a companion? That's a bit boring, because after like a little while, it's like, okay, bye, or I'm
Why
dead.
would you not be the Doctor?
It's like, well, you could be, but then again, like, if you regenerate, you turn into a different person. So technically, the Doctor before basically dies. So it would be kind of like if I was the Doctor right now and I died, which just saying, I trip over my own set. I fell down the stairs because I tripped over Zero's fucking toy. Like, I'm an accident waiting to happen. I'll be the most fucking clumsiest Doctor ever. I'll flick a switch and the whole universe would blow up.
That'd be so funny.
And it's just like, that would be so funny. Like, there you go, Doctor Who's ended. Bye. Yeah. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, literally, after like a first episode or two, I would have killed myself, and then another Doctor would have appeared, and then that'll be basically me dead. So that's like, who the fuck do I pick? So I'm like, okay, then there is Nightmare Before Christmas, which is my favorite movie, but then again, it's just like,
you would destroy Christmas, Easter, all of them. You would destroy all of them.
I would just set fire. It would be like Jack Skellington's like, oh, could you go into the forest to get more wood? Yeah, sure. Chops down the fucking trees into the different into different universes, comes back with doors. And he's like, where did you get those? Oh, there was these really big trees in the forest. Yeah, they're weird though. They had these doors. I just thought, fuck it, no one's using them. Dun, 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 dun. That would just be what would happen.
Oh my god.
What would happen? So like, then there's like the Avatar.
Yeah.
I could become the Avatar, but again, it's kind of like similar to Doctor Who again, because if I die, I get reincarnated. But it would be cool to be able to earth, water, fire, air. I nearly went to say earth, metal, fire, air.
I was actually going to say, we were just playing Minecraft last night with the Avatar mod on there. And like, how can you not remember the elements when we were doing it last night? No.
Told you, I would have been a really bad. I would have been a really bad doctor.
Yeah.
See, I would probably have to say Wanda. I might have to go with Wanda.
Okay.
Because okay, yes, she does die, but
All the characters that you pick, like, come to their demise at the end.
I'm sensing a theme.
Yeah. Sensing a theme?
The only one that doesn't die is Nightmare Before Christmas, but everyone's already dead.
True.
Oh my god. Oh god, I'm just a walking death, aren't I?
You're obsessed with death.
I mean, I am emo. Also known as emotionally unstable.
Yeah, on a table, making muffins.
On a table, making muffins. My depressed muffins. But like, it's just like, I would have to say Wanda, because it would be cool to be able to do magic. Now, you have got Harry Potter, but I don't want to sit there with a piece of wood in my hands and wave.
I mean, you do it almost every day.
That was one of those moments, you know, where you don't think about it and it just. Anyway, don't want to wave a wand and stuff, because it's just like, I don't like having a wand or like a staff or a book, because you just got to sit there. If you've got it like chained to your side, you've got to unchain it, get it out, okay, kind of thing. Or like with a wand, you've got to kind of like get it out your sleeve or out of your pocket. And like with a staff, you would usually like probably carry it around with you, but it's just kind of like, you don't really want to carry it.
No, I'm not.
It's like when
it's like and shit.
Yeah, it's like going out on a night out and bringing a jacket, and it's like, why did I fucking bring this shit? I don't need it.
But then,
and now I've got to carry it or wear it. But like, that was like with Doctor Strange or Wanda. Well, Doctor Strange a little less, because Doctor Strange has to have the ring, or sometimes it's like. I'm not doing this any justice. But the thing is like with Wanda, she has chaos magic, and she just could go bolt, explosion, lightning, create a force field. Like, and she doesn't have to sit there and say words or anything, which is another thing that I hate. I hate words. It's the one thing I hate about fucking Harry Potter. I'm going on a tangent, aren't I? I'm going on a massive fucking tangent. I just got set off. Yeah, I just got triggered. I just got fucking triggered there. But like, the thing is, like, just lastly, like Harry Potter, like, you've got all the words. I'm not gonna fucking remember all of those.
No, you're not.
I'm just gonna fucking, like, I'm gonna have Lumos, and I'm just gonna go Illuminati. Fuck it, one's broken. Like, that's what I'm gonna do. It's just like, oh god. It's like why I prefer magic, where you don't have to speak words. You could just. And that is one of the reasons why I don't play D&D.
Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, because you've gone so long on a tangent, my brain's actually had time to think.
Oh my god!
I know!
It has happened! It has happened!
Yeah.
She's thinking on her own!
Thinking on my own.
Wait for it, she's gonna forget now.
No. No, I'm not.
It looked like she did that for a sec. She was like, nope.
Well, no, because first my brain was like, oh my god, I would be RuPaul. The mother.
Okay.
Everything. But I was like, that's...
Mother has
arrived. Or Naisha.
Or Naisha.
But then that's really not... That's not a TV show that's a reality show. So then
Mhm.
my brain, I was just like, what do you like? What do you like? What do you like? And then it just randomly shouted, Has Been Hotel. Have you watched
Have you actually watched that?
Yeah, I've watched it. I'm waiting for season 2.
Oh, okay.
Have you watched it?
What? Yeah, I've watched it. What about Hell of a Boss, though?
What do you mean, Hell of a Boss?
So there's basically like a side series called Hell of a Boss.
Oh,
no.
No?
There's that. Actually, it's on YouTube.
Okay. I shall watch that.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
It's oh god, I don't know if you ever seen them. Their name's called Brandon, right? They used to do Vine of different characters.
Oh, the Disney dudes.
Like, no.
Stepping on a snake, but it wasn't there.
No,
okay, no.
Not him. Not him. Though this one is gay as well. Right, this one did like different characters. He did like a single mum of 2. And like she does like them going to like every day, but every day gets more chaotic.
Oh, the news presenter,
right?
In it. It has been.
It's
the Karen that like is really chaotic. And it's like got the wig. It's like, we ain't got time for this.
Don't think so. I don't think so. I'll send you the Vine.
Where's Pink? Where's Pink Top in the videos? It's like the baby doll.
No, that's Angel. That's Angel.
No, I'm talking about the character, that the guy. The one that you're trying to say, the Vine guy. We say he plays like a mum, a single mum. And it's like really chaotic, right. And he has like the baby doll. It's like, eat your cereal. We ain't got time for cereal.
Yeah, I think so.
He's the voice of the news anchor in Has Been.
Oh, is he? Oh, I didn't realise that. But yeah, no. It's like, morning, Barbara. I love what you done with the tulips. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
And then and he plays like an old man and like different characters, but he is one of the demons in Hell of a Boss, and he plays like the main demon, and it's just it's so fucking funny.
And then he also voices the news presenter in Has Been Hotel. The female.
And also I do creative writing in college as well, in uni as well.
No one asked.
Yeah. No one cares.
Now back to me.
Oh, of course.
Can you guess?
Of course. Yes, Queen Diva.
Can you guess who I'd be in Has Been?
Angel.
That would be a good one, but no. Are
you sure? Yeah. Do you really want to rethink that one? Let's think about this. Angel is a fucking whore. Does a load of pornos.
Mm-hmm.
And just wants to fuck anything and everyone.
See, I know why you would say Angel. But it's not Angel.
The thing is, though, my second guess would have been the little girl with the one eye.
No.
Are you sure?
I'd be Alistair.
I mean, to be fair, you don't.
The radio guy.
Yeah, no, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, because of how much power he has, all the contracts and everything that he does, and he bends people to his will.
Yeah, you don't do any of that.
Maybe I like to be delusional.
Fucking bitch, your name is delusional.
No, and I've never tasted better. Oh, Jack Grace reference there.
Taste all this delusion.
Yes,
taste all of this delusion.
Taste it all.
Oh my Jesus Christ. I really feel like you would be more Angel or the one that's the barman.
Yeah, actually, yeah. That would be quite funny.
That would have been a bit more you
No, it'll be Alistair.
than Alistair,
Alistair.
who is like a fucking. I was nearly going to say multi-purpose demon. Apparently, it's turned into a cleaning project now. Apparently, like an all-purpose. No, like all-powerful. That's the word I was looking at. All-powerful demon. Yeah, no.
That's what will be Alistair, because he's an all-powerful demon. He's got a short fuse, not me. Has like loads of contracts and everything. Like people do exactly what he wants.
Short fused? No. Short minded, yes.
That's it. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. Again, delusion is real.
Delusion is real.
Oh god. Oh Jesus Christ. Absolute bonkers bitch over here.
Yeah. I've got a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you were a news anchor, what department would you be and what would you do?
See, I would have to do the main section.
Okay.
I would have to like introduce.
Okay.
But I'll be so nervous and just giggle to myself. I know, I don't know if you've seen her, Alison.
Oh, yeah. Is she ITV?
She was ITV. She did like the Great British Bake Off as well.
Like the outtakes that just come on like TikTok, where she's got the cookies and she like puts, they all just fall on the floor.
The thing that also like she did Great British Bake Off and like she pulled down the oven door, and obviously the way that the door went, it went down and then slid in.
Okay.
Right. So she went to put she went to put them in, and she was like, "Where's the door gone? Where's the door gone?" And she sits there for a few minutes looking at it and goes, "Oh, it's there. Oh, isn't that clever? Oh." Like this bitch is my spirit animal.
I do. That would be me as well. that would be us.
Imagine both me and you being news presenters or like this morning presenters. Nothing would be said. Nothing would be said. It would just be like, do you know what? Last night I got a big dickin, and like I love my new dickin because my dickin is really big, really. And then like fucking people behind the cameras like, stick to the script. Stick to the script. I'm
not reading the teleprompter. I'm like, can you slow that down? I'm dyslexic. I'm not wearing my glasses and you're going too fast, love.
Imagine that with me and you. Just like going really fast, like, hey, news can you slow this shit down, please? Yeah. Slow it down. This morning on the show, there will be fucking an hour of just us reading the first bit, like fucking dumbass bitches. Oh god.
God, no, I love Alison. She is so funny. She's so funny.
Oh, honestly,
she also
love her.
I don't watch the British Bake Off, but I did see on like one of like TikTok's her best bits. She was on top of the table, like posing, and then she just fell off. And then the camera just pans around. She's on the floor, and she's just like laying there. She's like, "Just leave me, just leave me,
just leave me."
So just go.
My favorite bit was she was on like this floating United Kingdom and she was doing the weather or something, right? And then she tries to jump over to like Ireland. Now, bearing in mind she isn't the skinniest person, but fucking love her anyway, and she's like a brilliant fucking person, right? She tried to jump over to Ireland, and there was this guy wearing like a sailor outfit, no top, just trousers and a little hat, right? Bearing in mind she's on like water, right? She jumps onto island, pushes the guy into the water. She's dry, and he's just sitting there like, oh my god, oh my fuck me god. And she's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh god,
that would be us.
I can love it. I love it. Oh god.
Oh god, she's brilliant. I love her.
Honestly, if I ever if I was to become a news reporter, I would just go and speak to her and just be like,
Teach me
I
your
need
ways.
pointers. Teach me your ways. Teach me. Oh god.
Mind you, I've got one. I want to
Oh,
see what you would say for this.
Okay.
What if your pets could talk just for one day? What would they say? So Zero
You're a
could
fucking
talk.
stupid idiot, Dad.
Say Zero could talk. What would he say?
Zero would just call me a fucking dumb bitch. Right? Honestly, like I sometimes I sit there and I go, Felix, come here, and then Felix comes down and said, what do you want? I was like, why are you here? And he's like, you just started calling my name. I was like, calling Zero, and Zero's looking at me like,
So you weren't calling me.
that ain't my name. It's like, fuck yeah, okay. And oh god, I'm gonna tell you this story. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay. Hold your mug. Right. We have a cupboard full of Zero stuff, like toys that he like, things like, because Zero is a bit of like he's a COVID dog.
Okay, yeah.
So we couldn't really do a lot with him during the first 3 years because we had to stay in, or he weren't allowed to socialize with other dogs. So he can be a little bit temperamental with other dogs. Humans, he's absolutely fine with. Some dogs, he's not. Small dogs, he's okay with, but bigger dogs or medium-sized dogs, it depends. So, with that, we gave him a load of comfort toys during COVID, and he got a bit too comfortable with some of them, right? But in this cupboard, he's got his treats, his poopy bags, like he's like nail clippers, brushes, medical papers for the vets, stuff like this. And I went in and I was like, I need to get Zero. I need to, like, we've got a little bit of like a bag by the back door full of his poopy bags and some in the cupboard. So we just switch them out, stuff like this, right? I went to go and get Zero a treat and I was like, oh, I need to fill up Zero's poopy bags.
Yeah.
Right? And I opened the poopy bags, pulled out a bag, and went, Zero, sit.
And he'd be like, it's not a fucking treat, Dad.
The thing was, to make it worse, I still sat there. He was looking at me and like,
what are you doing?
Okay. And I was like, Zero, sit. And he's just like confused. Like, Zero, sit. And I waved it in front of my face and I went, only me.
Yeah,
only me. Only me. I could only do that. I could literally sit there and do stupid things for a day, and everyone would still be like,
well done. Well done.
So proud of you. So yeah. He would probably think, Dad, you're a fucking idiot. You're fucking stupid. Oh god. Though to be fair, he would also spend most of the time also barking at the Hoover, being like, my enemy! My enemy! My enemy!
God. Well, I know first off the bat, Uni would be like, I am the ruler of this house. Like, I am the madam. I am the most important person in this house.
I own 59% of this company.
Yes. And she'd be like, don't touch me. Don't pick me up. No, you can touch me. Stop it. And then when my brother goes in, she'd be like, "You're finally home. I thought you abandoned me. Give me all the attention. Why have you turned your PlayStation up the other way? I can no longer lay on it for warmth."
I feel like T's just describing herself and not the cat.
Well, no, like this is his prized possession, his PlayStation. And I walk in and she's like held up on it because I go to say something to him. And then I look and I'm like, and I look back at him and he's like, just don't. I'm like, just don't. I'm like, I move her, she goes straight back there. I'm like, just don't. That's her spot now. I'm just like, you whipped by a cat, bro. You whipped by a cat.
This is why I hate cats. I hate cats. They're such assholes.
No,
they're literally. I only had two cats, and I think we said this in the pets video, but I had two cats before,
pets video?
right? Did we do a pets video? Did we not do a pets video?
We haven't done a pets video.
Catch you next week when we do pets video.
I was like, have I just like completely forgot something? Like, we've spoken about pets, I think, briefly.
I think so. Anyway, I had, so when I was living with my mum, we had two cats, right? Smokey and Jess. Smokey
so you've had three
adored
cats.
me. Three cats. Oh yeah, I forgot about that fucking bitch Cookie.
She loved me.
She loved you, right? But that fucking bitch.
Female cats are something else. Uni's the first ever female cat that we have owned, and the boys been so fucking calm. But Uni, she is something else. Honestly, something else.
Honestly, if I ever get a cat again, a boy.
Yeah, male cat.
A boy.
But she is really cute though. Like she gets under the covers and everything. And she like curls up.
See, we tried to do that with Zero, but Zero didn't like it.
Oh, she loves it.
It was very. I think Zero has a bit of like he has like a personal space.
He has like
bubble around him.
He has personal boundaries.
Yeah, I think it's because again, like we did have like COVID, and he didn't really
socialize with others,
like socialize and stuff like this. But like, we tried to like cuddle with him in bed because they usually say like, "Oh, don't get your dog in bed with you," and I'm like, I don't really care. I don't really care. Zero lays at the end of the bed, right? He's fine.
That's nice.
Right?
These fucking don't. When I say these, I'm dog sitting at the moment, and these are absolute a fucking nightmare. You got Caesar, he's a little one. He loves it, but what he likes to do is bury himself like underneath you. So he likes to have like his head like underneath you. So like I was one side of the bed. I woke up. He had moved and pushed me to the other side of the bed to the point I was almost falling off. And he's tiny. And I'm like, what the fuck you doing, mate? I'm like, get your head out my arse and move the fuck over. And then Coco.
I would love that.
Oh my God, Coco, she's a fucking nightmare. She snores like a trucker. She just lays across, snoring, farts, deadly fucking missiles they are. And do you know what they said to me? They said to me, no, you're going to fucking like this. They said to me, to stop snoring, you need to pull the quilt over, make sure she's laying on one of the pillows and then tuck her in. I'm like, you fucking dinger. Yeah, it doesn't fucking help. It doesn't work. And then the other night, I go in, she's laying halfway across the bed, scrunched up on the quilt on my pillow. I'm like, can you move, please? She's looking at me like, no. I don't want to move, I'm comfortable. And I'm like, fuck you.
See, we're talking about the dogs here, not you.
I'm sitting on the sofa. I'm like, I'm comfy where I am. She's barking at me because she wants me to move over so she can lay down. I'm just like, there's plenty of space either there or there. I ain't fucking moving for you, mate. If you want to come up for a cuddle, you come up in these spaces.
What was like Zero didn't like the fact that so the sofa behind me, we had T, Gaboxy, Math, DJ, me and Felix, right? I had T and Gaboxy on the sofa. That seat there, that's Zero's, right? If you sit in that spot, no. But then the thing is, if you try and sit in that spot again, he's like, no, freaking.
It's mine. It's
move.
Mine.
It's mine.
It's mine. It's mine.
And all of this, right? If me and Felix are sitting on there, nope. Okay, daddies are on there. That's fine. Anyone else sits on there? Nope. No, get the fuck out. Move. Fuck off. Right? But then, like, I think even your Gaboxy got a little bit of a fun time with Zero.
We both did. She only got a little bit. I'm the one that got the most.
I don't know what happened, but Zero just got horny with T and Gaboxy. No one else. No, just them two.
Just the only females that were
just
there.
Just them two.
Because
only females.
I can't remember if you were standing there or if you walked in.
I think I walked in.
Yeah, you walked in.
And then, like, no, I think it was like, Zero, no, no, and I came downstairs, what's going on? And then she, like, Zero, no, stop it. He's like, no.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, Zero.
Yeah, because DJ, I think, was on the sofa and I was on the floor on the blow-up beds. And I was sitting up.
Yep.
And Zero, I think you'd like tried to creep in to get a drink, but I think we were already awake. And Zero had followed you in. And you were like, no, Zero. And you were like, we're awake. It's fine. Like, you can leave him in it. It's all great. But you leave the door open. Let him do whatever he wants. So I'm saying hello to Zero. And I'm like, oh, aren't you cute and everything? You know what the bastard does? The bastard literally launches himself at me, throws me down, then gets on top of me and starts humping me. I'm just there like, no, and I'm literally next to me, I'm on the ground, he's on top of me, he's humping me, and I'm like, Zero, no. DJ on the sofa, pissing himself laughing, and that's when you come downstairs, and you're like, what the hell's Zero? Stop humping T!
Oh, God.
She's like, sure, stop humping T!
Oh, God. Literally... Honestly, I don't know what happened to him, but we've actually now got him a new bed, and he's absolutely loving this new bed as well. He hasn't come up to lay with us.
Aww.
He's just enjoyed this bed. So I'm kind of like, I'm happy we've got this bed now, but it's just like, he's just been, he's a little bit of a handful, that one. It's a bit of a fucking handful.
The easiest cat that I have is Freddie. I don't know what Freddie would sound like. What would Freddie sound like? I feel like it would sound like an old...
Right, bitch.
I was going to say like an Italian gangster.
Oh, you're right. You're right, bitch. Yeah. How's it fucking going? That one, Italian.
I was going to say, that ain't Italian, darling. Are you okay? I don't...
Hey, what's the fucking curry?
Oh, Jesus. But no, it's like, I'm just waiting, because obviously I'll be back at mine this week. And usually what happens when I'm like dog sitting for a while, like he hasn't wanted to know me when I've gone back there, but the last time he thought I was back for good, and I was like, I'm sorry, darling, I'm leaving you. And he was just looking at me going, why? But I literally...
why, mother?
Yeah, but literally I go back, it's when I get in bed, and the next thing I know, my door comes flying open, and he charges, and then he just sits and just stares at me and go, where the fuck have you been? Where have you been for the past 2 fucking weeks? How dare you leave me, mother? You've left me alone. And then one day I literally woke up and he was on his side with hand up and then a paw on his side, like sitting like painting like one of your French girls. And he was looking at me and he just went, fuck have you been? Yeah? What the fuck have you been for the last 2 weeks? So I'm literally waiting for that.
See, the thing is, it's like usually when you come back from a long trip, your mum's just like, well, how was it? No phone call.
Yeah.
Anything. You have a cat do
Yeah,
that.
I have a cat do that to me. And then Benji's just a bit skittish and squeamish, and he just kind of runs away. And then sometimes in the middle of the night, he wakes you up at 2 to go, "Can I have a cuddle, please? Please, can I have a cuddle?
Cuddle?
Can I have a cuddle? Can you open your
Cuddle?
arms so I can lay? Can I have a cuddle?"
Oh god, yeah. Fucking hell. I think we diverged again, didn't we?
I think so. I don't know. But do you have another what if question? So I don't know.
If you was to own a business, what would it be?
If I was to own a business, 100% makeup.
I've got
I'd
some
have a makeup line.
Oh, I was gonna say you would do something different.
I'd do something different. What would I do?
Yeah.
My brain just shouted edible underwear.
Close! Close! I was gonna say that you was gonna go into erotic cakes just so you could stare at everything all day.
You know what? Years ago, I did make my friend tit cakes for his birthday. I made tit cakes, and you know what the funniest thing about that was? So I thought I was saying it in my head. I wasn't saying it in my head. I was in Sainsbury's and I was looking at stuff and I was just like, what would be the nipples? What would make good nipples? Would this make good nipples? Would this make good nipples? This is a bit too small. It might like a tip. These are a bit too big. They remind me of burger nips. Probably not. I thought I'm having this conversation like in my head or maybe quiet. No, it fucking wasn't quiet. So I'm literally standing in the middle of Tesco in the cake aisle and the biscuit aisle going, would this make good nipples? Would this make good nipples?
What I would have done was got like a silicone mold. See, this is where it's divergent again. But this is what I would have done for boob cakes, cupcakes, right? I would have got some silicone molds, made like double the mixture of cake mixture, right? Done cupcakes and then the silicone rounded, right? Icing, pop the circle on top, get a Smartie nipple, right? And then like get some like smooth icing, and then you just kind of like make a pink boob with like a more creamish nipple. No, wait, other way around.
I was going to say, I don't really understand your nipple theory here. I think you need to explain the nipple theory in more detail. So you'd make a cake. So what, you'd put the cupcake on top?
No. I was
going to say, like, how big and thick and erect is that nipple going to be?
No, like, if you could do Madonna boobies, who knows? Who knows? Okay. The thing is so if you want to do actual like a boob cake, I would have done like a 3 to 4 layer cake, right? And then just rounded it off, like bread knife it, round it off.
Yeah. Okay.
Do that.
Yeah.
Right. And then see, what you could have done is got a bit of those crumbs, rounded it up into a ball, nipples. I don't know why I did this.
Balls and nipples. A nipple is not a ball, love. It's more like a space hopper. Like... No, not a space hopper. What's those sweets? The space ones. Space Rangers?
Let me send you off to space. Dun, dun.
Flying saucers.
Flying saucers with the powder in it.
Yeah, but it's kind of like that, but it's not. They're not like proper round. Well, actually, they're like flat and they've got a little dome in the middle.
I like how we keep talking about this. Though the thing is, though, if you was to make him a bit more cartoony rather than realistic, just make him into balls, right? And then what you could have done is... Her face.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling to like see this nipple because I'm seeing like a round K and then just a ball on top, and I'm like, that's not a nipple.
Yeah, but if you think about it, right? Hold up. So If you made two of them, like two domes,
Yeah.
right?
For a pair of breasts, yeah.
For a pair of breasts, I know. Okay, fuck it.
What?
So if you put like pale like skin color icing over the top, right? And then where the nipples are meant to go, you just get some of the rolling icing, make it a bit more pinkish, more darker, right? You kind of cut out a circle, put the ball underneath so it pops up, and then you got your nipple.
But then it would literally be like that wouldn't
Yeah,
work.
but you've got like I promise you it will work.
I don't think it would.
We're gonna have to make boob cakes.
My brain is saying you're gonna have to make boob cakes because I stood there for 15 minutes contemplating what I could do as nipples, and you're telling me that, and I'm like, no, that's not realistic on the nipples.
Yeah, but you don't need them to be realistic once you want them lactating as well.
But the nipple, you've got like the flat bit, and then in the middle you've got the teat. So you need to account for both parts of the nipple.
I promise you, I can do it. Are we gonna have to do a Luca and T doing tit cakes?
Luca and T bake off. 1 week tit cakes. Yeah, the next we can do a penis. The week after we could do a butt, and then we could do a full-blown silhouette.
Make a body with like a bikini and a bra.
Yeah, that's literally what I'm thinking. For the full-blown silhouette. One of us do the front, one of us do the back.
I like how this was us talking about what business would you have to bakery, exotic bakery, to now us doing full fucking.
Yeah, because I do not agree with how you do nipples. I do not agree with your nipples, sir.
I don't know anymore. Oh god. Oh fucking hell. I mean, I'm down to do the boobs. I'm down for that. Yeah. I don't know about doing the other things because, I mean, there is ideas that are coming into my head, but we're not going to go into that.
Exactly. We could do it. We'll talk about it, but we'll do it.
But my theory will work. Oh god. Well, you could do an erotic bakery, but what would I do?
What would you do? I feel like you would do tail butt plugs.
The thing is, what I was thinking was so fucking different to that, but then I had the thought of putting them together.
Go on.
I was like, oh, I could own a business selling like crystal figures, right? And I was like, oh yeah, like
plug. You need some healing?
Exactly, yeah.
Emotional damage, here, take this.
Because I was like, oh, just have a store filled with like crystal bears and crystal butterflies and like little crystal figures and stuff like this. And then when the sun hits, it's like shiny and all of this. And then you was like, tail butt plugs. And then I just went, crystal butt plug. Oh, fuck. So just like cleanse your insides.
Healing comes from within.
Healing come. I'm out. I'm done. Oh god.
What if you found a genie, but it could only grant silly wishes? What would be a silly wish?
Brain, stop it.
Do I even want to know what's going up in there?
So I've been watching Worst Pre-Made Ever, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes they ask, like, what if you had this instead of this, right?
Yeah.
One of the people called Alex, he was like, would you rather have penises for fingers or penises for toes? Right?
Oh, God, okay.
And Gabby, who's got ADHD, was like, I'll have penises for fingers because then I would have a ring for each finger. Just watch them. And then I just went, I'd wish for everyone to have penis fingers.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
But to be fair, though, if you had everyone have penis fingers, would they have to be erect or would they all be floppy? And then you've got to kind of like.
That's a point, though. Are they constantly erect or are they floppy? Or are they floppy and then you've got to get them erect to actually do anything?
It depends on the temperature.
Yeah, it's a bit too cold. It just.
How can you tell it's cold outside? I don't know.
You just put the tip outside and check.
We have strayed so far from God. He is fucked off now. He is gone. He's just looked down and gone, I've got more important things to do. Oh. What about you? What would you choose?
So it's a choice between two. You
Not
know
like that, when there's more options.
Japanese cheesecakes, the proper jiggly ones. You know what ones I mean? Yeah, so like everybody would walk like that. So just jiggly everywhere. Or everyone would speak like a dubbed anime.
No, okay, I've got
Mr.
questions.
Bus driver.
Okay, that answers my second question. First question: are we saying about people walking around like they've got arthritis, arthritis, or
No, that they literally like walk like they're jiggling. Like every orifice is jiggly.
So like waving, inflatable waving arm tube man.
Yeah, but jigglier. Yeah, everyone would walk like that.
Now, second question.
Yeah.
When you say everyone to talk like dubbed anime,
Yeah.
are we talking old dubbed anime or new dubbed anime?
Mixture.
Because old dubbed anime, you had the welcome in.
No, like the voices, like the over the top and all of that.
Yeah, I know that, but like, have you ever seen like old Japanese?
Yeah, that would be funny.
I disown you.
A mixture of both.
Oh my Jesus!
Bring in the chaos.
Fucking like your parents talk like they're fucking 10 minutes delayed.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh my God.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. You have brought dishonor on the family.
And now all I've got in my head is
What? What have you got in your head?
Straight through my head was who is the girl I see?
You're Mulan.
Because it was just like when you said you bring dishonor to your family, it was straight to dishonor to you, dishonor to your cow. And then straight back to who is that girl I see? Fucking every ADHD person right now has a thought process, and that thought process could either be 1 to 2 or 1 to 700.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm really be concerned more about people jiggling, because what if they fall down a grate? Wait, hang on. What if are they actually made out of Jello, like the jelly, or is it like they just wobble? Because if they're made out of the stuff, then as soon as they
What is it? For sure. Sorry. They would jiggle.
Decided to you. Decided to you. Oh, Jesus. No, because like the thing is, if you're saying about like people being made out, like if they were made out of it, as soon as they hit like a floor grate or like hit a sewer pipe thing,
Don't put logic to it. Just don't put logic to it.
this is what I do. But then the thing is, if they're just wriggling, like I'm just a bit more concerned because it's like, oh, you're right, Dave. How's it going?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although to be fair, is it kind of a case of like they're walking like slowly, and if you flick them, like fuck you, dick. I have questions. I have questions. I need answers.
You have questions, but there aren't any answers.
Oh god. Then the thing is as well though, if they're also jiggling, if you trip them over, do they just jiggle all the way down? They're just like, oh fuck me.
Yeah.
And it gets way quicker. Fuck.
Yeah. How cool would that be though? It'd be so entertaining.
That would be cool. You'd have to be
so
like
entertaining.
The thing is, though, is you'd have to make sure that you'd live on top of the hill when you work at the bottom, because then it would just be like, oh, fuck, I'm late for work, trip. It'd be really shit, though, if you missed the workplace and kept on going.
Oh, God, that would be.
Do you know why Dave's late? Oh, no, oh, no, fuck, he's gone. Never mind.
But that's what I'd wish for.
Oh, my Jesus Christ. We literally, I don't like that mine was about penis.
Yeah. I'm like funny, and you're just like penises everywhere. Oh, how the turntables.
Oh, how the turns have tabled. Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Oh, wow. That was...
Well, that was What If Questions with Luca and T.
That was entertaining. That was something. That was something, I'll tell you that now.
If you enjoyed us doing What If Questions, let us know.
If you got any, let us know. And hopefully, we can answer. I can't anymore. My brain just literally felt like it just went.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm leaving you too.
Fucking deal with it on your own. I don't care.
Yeah.
Oh god, but yeah, no. But that was what ifs. What if some butts were coconuts? And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Have fun, guys. Bye. Each to their own, but
okay, it's fine. I'll just do that.
Has lesbian sex? I don't know what the fuck that was.
Lesbian sex, not with these fucking names.
It was the way you just went. I was like, have lesbian sex? I don't know what that was.
I don't even know what that was.
Oh god. Breakfast this morning.
Eggs! Can't even with you. Can't even.
I can't odd.
I can't
It's fine. You said you can't even. I said I can't odd.
Do you want to do one more? Should we just leave it at the butt plugs?
I don't know anymore.